Good morning, Santa Teresa. I'm Brooklyn Dominguez, your ASB president, and you are watching STHS News. We have a public Santa Teresa announcement to make, and that is the revealing of the homecoming dance theme.
Good morning, SD. I'm Adrima, aka AJ.
And I'm Madison Michelle.
Today's show is about the environment.
Well, speaking of the environment, I've got these for you.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you. Where'd you get them from?
Well, I picked them from the garden.
Oh, you mean the community garden?
No, I meant my garden. What's the community garden?
Well, Madison, Cole has a story on that.
Mr. Oxtott and Mrs. Rafool have been working with the special ed students on a new greenhouse, and they've been updating their garden, and the garden's about 5 years old. It's near the tennis courts. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out.
All right.
How long has the garden been here?
We've been working in this area for about, I think this is our 5th year here. So we gradually did some demolition of some of the structures that were here, and so 5th year here. We had a spot over there, a much smaller spot, so 5th year.
Why did you make the garden?
Because of the students that I work with in special education, it's really good to be out and about, working with tools, working with our hands, and having some fun. And you know, we do a lot of our curriculum around growing vegetables. The produce, well, we distribute it to staff, and we have students do deliveries. We eat it. We send it home with families. We had, last year we were at the Holiday Boutique, which happened to be here at Santa Teresa on the weekend, and we did fundraising and raised about $400 for the garden last year, selling small started plants, which we're going to expand on with the greenhouse. We'll be able to grow a lot more cool type of stuff.
Before, the current garden was only a slab of concrete with 4 rotting sheds full of rats, bugs, and old graduation props. Starting in the beginning of the year, Mr. Oxtott and the special ed students have tore down all things falling apart to smaller pieces and load them into a truck and dispose of them. It took 10 loads to get all of the debris out of the fenced-in area.
With grants from STOPS, donations, and sales of organic produce, the garden will finally be able to be self-sufficient and work off their profits.
Thanks, crew. That was some great information on the garden. You guys should check it out sometime.
Well, on to some other news. Do we have any artists out there, SD? Because we're having a representative coming from Savannah College of Art and Design. If you're interested, come in Monday, September 8th, and you will be meeting in the library at 1:15 p.m. Speaking of the library, it's open after school every day from 2:45 to 5 p.m. and all day this Wednesday. Get in there, gets to studying. Next subject. Madison, tell me a little bit about back to school night.
We found out recently that our original date for back to school night, September 4th, conflicts with Brunel's back to school night as well as Herman's. Due to the fact that nobody can stick with one baby like me, we decided it was best to move it to the 11th, in memory of those who have lost their lives.
Hold up, she needs a minute. Back to school night starts at 5:30. If you're looking for more details, it will be on School Loop and Albiance.
Alright, I'm good now. So on a positive note, we have yearbooks for only $80.
Ooh, kilo.
But wait, that is only until this Friday, and then they go back up to $100. So you guys better be on that, and you can go to www.yearbookordercenter.com with the order number 7779.
And on Saturday, be sure to check out the 3rd annual Green School Forum, simplifying your green choices from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can find out more at bit.ly/Green School Forum. And speaking of going green, let's get a little more information about SC's very own green team.
Hi, I'm Isabel, president of the Green Team Club, and we're an environmental activist club that we do all of the recycling here at ST, and we do things like park and beach cleanups, and if you guys are interested, we meet every Tuesday at lunch in room 401.
So who about that clubbing life? Because I know I am.
Not that kind of club.
Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted, students can pick up applications for the club CSF from Miss Taylor during break and Monday through Wednesday at lunch.
On top of that, Santa Teresa is forming a new club that will produce a journal of student writing, poetry, art, and photography. We are looking for the interested students to help design, publish, and contribute material for this new and exciting project. Go to Mr. Shank's room 317 at lunch Tuesday, September 9th to join. Wait, AJ, do you like to invent?
As a matter of fact, yes, I do.
Okay. Well, you can join Santa Teresa's new Inventors Club. You can compete in science and math competitions, write apps, participate in hackathons, and be part of a VEX robotics team. The meeting is next Tuesday, September 9th in room 503. Meetings usually go from 3 to 4, so don't have any plans after school.
Let's look at the club schedule for this week. Mondays, Drama Club at lunch in the theater, Interact Club at lunch in room 412, SAT Prep at 3 p.m. in Pod 3.
Tuesdays, CST Club at lunch in room 475, Mock Trial Club at lunch in the library, Inventors Club in room 503 from 3 to 4.
And Wednesday, Film Club after school in Pod 3, Key Club at lunch in the multi-purpose room, and Indian Youth League at lunch in 217.
Thursday, Project Hill at lunch in room 306, IRC Club at lunch in room 217.
And last but not least, Friday, Robotics at lunch in room 412.
And don't forget, if you want your club on the announcements and in the yearbook, it needs to be official. Pick up your paperwork at the bank and turn it into ASB as soon as possible.
And speaking of ASB, homecoming is up at the end of this month. The theme for the homecoming this year is decades. Seniors are 90s, juniors are 70s, sophomores are 50s, and the freshies, y'all the 80s. So homecoming week will be September 30th through the October 4th.
So everybody knows about homecoming skit, but do you guys know when practice is? Mondays and Wednesdays, seniors are in 803. Mondays and Wednesdays, sophomores are in the multipurpose room. Tuesdays, juniors are in 803, and freshmen are on the blacktop near the gym. Thursdays, juniors are in the multipurpose room, and freshmen are in 803. By the way, practice starts at 7 and ends at 9, so guys, don't be late.
And even though we'll be having a lot of fun this month, don't forget that we're in the middle of a drought, SD. In fact, it's the worst droughts in the past 100 years. It's important that we all do our part to conserve water. So don't be going crazy with the ALS challenge.
Another great way to save water is by using our new water bottling filling stations.
Oh, is that what that green thing is by the cafeteria?
Yeah. What did you think it was?
Never mind. Let's just go to Christian with the story.
Oh no, I've run out of water. Oh, but luckily, we got this perfectly good new water filling station right here. In an effort to decrease ST's environment impact, 3 new water bottle filling stations have been installed on campus, 1 by the school cafeteria and 2 in the foyer by the gym. Mr. Louis thought of the idea 2 years ago, but just recently secured the funding for the water bottle filling stations. He hopes that these will encourage the use of reusable water bottles and reduce the use of plastic water bottles. We asked Mr. Taylor, AP environmental teacher, on his opinion on the stations.
And the whole idea is simply if we can get students to reduce their need for plastic water bottles, bring their own reusable bottles.
Reusable water bottles are better for the environment because they can be completely recycled.
True. In fact, in some cases, they found that water in water bottles actually has pollutants in it. And generally speaking, the water in the tap doesn't. It's actually tested over 100 times a day in a city this large, such as San Jose. One of the phrases I like to use in my environmental science class is the disposable diapers your parents used to use on you when you were a baby. They're still in the landfill, and they're going to be in the landfill when your kids' are born and in their diapers. So they're not, the plastics there in that material is not going to disappear or go someplace else.
Christian Loza, STHS News, signing off.
Thanks, Christian. I'll be sure to take advantage of that since it's going to be in the high 80s all week.
That's right. And we have a quick announcement administration about the heat. There are still lots of students, females in particular, who are violating the dress code, wearing super booty shorts, blouses that are showing everything, their midriffs, whatever that is, and spaghetti tops and straps need to be covered. It's going to be hot the rest of the week, so staff, we are hoping that you pay attention to dress code violators early in the day, first, third period. Send dress code violators to the front office. And dudes, I bet not see none of y'all in nothing too short. And a reminder, don't park in the staff lots, or your car will be cited or towed. One last thing before we get to sports, everybody, please clean up after yourselves. The custodians try and do a great job on keeping the school clean. So it'd be a big help if you just cleaned up after yourselves. Come on.
Now, let's talk about sports, ST. Fall sports have officially started, and we have mini games this week. Girls tennis is at Silver Creek on Tuesday, September 9th at 3:15, and at Lee on Thursday, September 11th at 3:15. Cross country is at Montgomery Hill on Wednesday, September 10th at 3:30. Football is at Lincoln on Friday, September 12th. JV is at 4 and varsity is at 7. Maybe we'll actually win a game this year.
Alright, I'll see you. Anyways, my little honey dips, come support. I got you if you put my number on me, you feel me?
And remember, ST, if you have any announcements for us, send them to sthsbroadcast@gmail.com.
And if you want daily updates, you need to follow us on Twitter at STHNews.
Speaking of that, I think that one of our lucky Twitter followers is going to win donuts today.
That's right. Let's see who the lucky winner is.
Congratulations, and I expect you to share one of those donuts with me at break. I'm Madison Creme de Michelle.
And I'm AJ. Make sure to stay tuned for an IRC commercial after the show. Have a marvelous Monday.
Oh, wait.
I pay attention.
Yeah.
The robotics team.
Camera 2, I'm over here.
So,
Looking
good. Camera 2. So, it's all you, AJ.